First cast of the morning. I'm going to muck around with some hard bodies today. We've got the new Barra 80 on. I'm going to twitch him around and see what's around some of these shallower snags. Got the sounder going, so if they're deeper, we'll be able to pick them up. We know that we've got a sink of plastic on them then, so it's going to be a little bit of trial and error till we get our first bite and form a pattern from there, hopefully. Oh, there's a bite. Water's only 21, so I'm not expecting to break any records, but these Barra 80s on these shallow snags where you can just tweak them over the top, they're a really effective lure. So all you do is sweep it down, stop it, and tap it. Oh, I see the Barra. Spot lock him. And do it again. Hopefully. Oh, this feels like a jack or a GT or something. It's not a Barra. Oh, big GT. Oh, another one with him. Come on, get back up here. This is my... See, when I've got snags like this, I'll always sort of work my way from the top down towards the bottom. So I'll work a diver over the top of the snag. And if I don't get any hits then, like we know there's fish on there because I had a couple of Barra bites when I first threw in there. But if they're not going to come up shallow enough to hit this, then I'll sink a plastic down and see if we can get one to eat that. So sometimes just changing the angle of approach is all it needs. So this time I'm going to put one there and sink it up under the face of it and see if there's anything sitting up on the upcurrent side waiting for the food to come into it. So sometimes it's just the easiest way to get a bite off a snag. Like if you're sure that there's fish there, then you've got to do your best to try and get one out of it. Spot lock here, I think. Oh. Get up here out of the wind. Hard body snag, this one. The ones that have got thicker branches on them, where you can sort of waddle the plastic up over the top of them. They're some of my favourites for hard bodies. So this one here beside us is just perfect. Cast well past it, get it down a bit deeper, and just twitch it up the side as the boat goes forward. No reason why there wouldn't be a good fish on that. It's perfect. I'll try a hard body here, I think. The drain that comes out just there, so I'll see if anything's sitting out in front of it, waiting for bait to come out. Everything looks really good, but bugger all action. So I've gone to 4-inch, and this is no fish to be proud of, but it is a bite on the first cast with a 4-inch paddle prawn. So don't know if it's going to make a difference or not, but we'll soon find out. Just a smaller profile, it's more natural colour, so maybe that's what it is. I mean, we got bites in there on the radioactive rooster in the 4-inch, so there's fish in there that are paying attention to the lure, but they're not hitting it, they're not slamming it, they're just picking away at it. So we'll see if we can find something. Usually by downsizing, that's what you get a better result. Okay, well, sort of at the third cast. It's only 2 fish, but Definitely seems to be a hell of a lot more action. Only a little fish, probably 48. But we've got a bite. We got a bite, so it's a start. So that fish was just there. You can see that little lone stick on its own. I cast at that and hopped over it, and he drilled it. So let's see if there's any more there. Oh, yep. I'm just about to turn that off. Okay, so that's a pattern starting to form now. As I say, not big fish, but we're getting bites now. So this particular colour is called the raw prawn. Jeez, they're all gorgeous and they're fat. So that particular colour is called a raw prawn. I've got it on a 1/8 of an ounce weedless hook. If you're into your bait casters, then it's important to mention that unless you're using a good quality reel and rod, it's going to be really hard to cast these 1/8 ounce jig heads and little 4-inch plastics. There's not much weight in there, so you really do need to have an outfit specifically designed for it, that's for sure. And this, I know I've mentioned it before, but we keep on getting asked. So it's the reel's an Abu Xenon. It's got the little clicker drag. And the rod's a Samurai Infinite, 8 to 16. So there's a 6 to 12 as well, which is better for casting the real light stuff. But yeah, it's the 8 to 16's just got that bit more stopping power when you need it, that's all. Right, let's see what's up in here, eh? Oh, missed him. Spindly one. I like these spindly ones in these drains. That was definitely a barra bite, that one. Oh, he tangled my tail up. I've still been doing some trials, just to, I want to say trials, like experiment with colours and size, and I just went back to the old radioactive rooster, and you've seen us catch hundreds of fish on them, so we know that they work. So this could be a size thing, could be a colour thing, but I want to just try and disprove the pattern that I've got so far, because with the raw prawn, paddle prawn, it's I'm getting bites, but when I go back to the bigger profiles, I'm not getting bites at all. So getting very light sprinkles on me here. Could get a wet bum yet, which is going to drop the water temperature down again. It's quite cool. It's still only 21 in the water. In theory. Oh, Barra. Seen him clear as a belt. I hope the camera just showed it up. But he's sitting in between those clumps like we just said. But he is down deep. So with a 1/8 head, we'll try and get down to him. That's where he was. Oh, yeah. Either the same fish or there's a school of them there. Wow. That little drain there, look at that. Look at that for a tiny little, cute little barra. He was just sitting up in that drain there. I thought there might have been a jack up in there, but there's not. So sprinkling now. So not a good sign, because it's not broken cloud, it's fairly consistent cloud up behind it. So see how long it lasts. We could have to bail early. A little bit better one. Yeah. little bit better, but still not a winner. It's raining. I don't like the rain, not in winter. Archer. Wow, how many archer fish? Look at the size of these bloody archer fish. It's got to be a barrier somewhere. Oh, yep, Barra. No, it's not, it's a bloody tarpon. Get out. Go on. Get off me. What the bloody hell is this? Hit the water and the water just exploded on it. It feels like another GT. Oh, it is. Even bloody bigger than the last one. Holy hell. Stop. Yeah, I'm not happy about it either. I've got, I think it's a salmon. Oh, he's got me wrapped around everything. I think it's a big salmon. Is it? Yeah. Come on. Come on, out of there. A good one. Big blue salmon. I know a lot of people love eating these things, but they're not really my cup of tea. Big gob on that. Your leader's all frayed up. I was just winding fast. Jeez, they're bigger GTs in here this time. I was just winding in bloody fast to go for the next colour, so this thing, he pulled my arm straight, that's for sure. A yellowy tinge to him. The yellow fin's like it golden. You've probably been up there fresh for a little bit longer than the others. Got that down. Looked that right down. He's out in the middle of nowhere too, that jack. Might get a photo of how deep he's taken that. Not the jack. It's that turn of the tide thing, I think. Either that or I have gone to the orange. But I'm letting everything sink to the bottom now. It seems to be where they are. It's absolutely amazing how much that difference that makes, just letting them sink that little bit longer at this stage of the tide. Oh, jeez, I'm getting bloody eaten here. dirt stirred up there. I don't know if it's from a croc or battery alarm's going off. It's a big croc up in here by the sound of it, eating these flying foxes. Here had a heap of mangroves just crash. He's up there somewhere. They love eating, and when the flying foxes go to take off, they can't spread their wings out and they hit the ground, and the crocs know that, and they just sit there and wait for them. Sound like a pretty big mangrove that just broke, so we might go elsewhere. Just had a one barra about 70 chased me right to the boat and missed the hooks, and then this one just grabbed it, so he's probably just on legal, but let's see if we can get a bigger one. Come on. Still a few little ones getting around, but the biggest one I've seen was one that chased my lure out back there, and he didn't actually hit it. But, these little things are just passing time in between something decent. I found a good school of fish back there on the sounder, but I didn't want to bite. Just missed another one. Oh, a little bit of shit on my lure. I'll tell you what, I've come a long way on this lithium, on this battery, and I'm going against the running tide, and I don't know how I'm going to go getting back to the boat ramp, but I just rung a mate of mine, Shannon, so he's aware that I'm limping my way back, so we'll see how it goes. It's so far, actually, I've got it on 7.5, so I don't want to run it on full. We'll see how it goes. Alright, well, don't be keen to start position. I'm only going to do a half wrap first. I'm going to try not to wrap this around my hand, because I do know people who have had this catch and then drag their hand into the motor, so I'm going to try and do it this way first. Okay. Oop, there. Hopefully do it better than that. Righto. Oop, there. She's in neutral. Keys turned on. There we go. Thank God for that. Sketchy bit. Put it all back together whilst it's still moving. Making sure I don't drop any bolts. Makes you glad when you service them, you get the grease on the bolts. And if those bolts were jammed in there, they'd have been buggered.